I bought my first watch when I was like, I think it was in 9th or 10th grade. And the first watch that I bought, I still own. It's a Timex Weekender. I think I got it for like 20 bucks used off of eBay. Literally, ever since then, it was like a bug I was on. You've seen my watch collection. It's massive. Ever since then, I've been collecting watches. And ever since then, I wear a watch every single day. Unless I'm like going to the gym or the grocery store. But other than that, I always have a watch on my wrist. But I started noticing certain things started happening ever since I decided to start wearing a watch every single day. If you want to know what they are, let's hop into it. The first thing that happens when you wear a watch every day, you become more punctual. Yes, your phone can tell the time, but it's not always visible, nor do you ever notice it or pay attention to it. When you start wearing a watch every day, you start developing this habit of just quickly glancing over it to see what time it is and how on track you are with your day. This makes you ultra punctual because you're always aware of what time it is instead of just mindlessly wasting it away and then realizing, oh crap, I'm 30 minutes late. The second thing that happens when you wear a watch every day, you become more stylish. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was a little bit vain when I bought my first watch. That Timex Weekender, my goal was, well, I wanted to look cooler. And that's exactly what happens because it's inevitable. It is worldly acceptable that the watch is the one piece of jewelry that every man should and can wear. Yet 98% of guys don't. And when you do wear a timepiece, it just shows and signals to others that you care about the details. And if it's a luxurious looking one like this Vincero timepiece, it just conveys status. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's kind of the main reason I bought my first timepiece. I saw most of my peers weren't, and all my style icons that I looked up to were. So that's why I pulled the trigger. Now, when you become a real stylish pro with your watches is when you start learning how to coordinate the right watch with your outfit. Say you're wearing a casual streetwear outfit and you throw on a sporty timepiece like this one from Vincero. Yet at the same time, if you decide to dress super sharp and dapper, you are fully aware that you need to change that timepiece and you throw on something more luxurious that equals the level of dress and just elevates your status. You don't want to be the kid that wears the same Casio G-Shock for every single outfit. And that's why I love Vincero timepieces. Their range of watches is immense. Everything from super casual to super dressy. And I can guarantee you, go click that link below and just look at their range. Their stuff is so beautiful. You're gonna fall in love with something and you're gonna wanna pull the trigger, which if you do, I'm already ahead of the curve. There's also a code that you can use if you do decide to buy one that will save you some extra cash at checkout. By the way, nobody else has that code. And don't get me wrong, you don't need a huge collection of watches. One really cool thing with Vincero is that they sell multiple watch straps. So that means, yes, you can only have one watch and wear it super casual or super dressy just by swapping out the strap. And that's the difference with Vincero timepieces versus other watches. Their craftsmanship, it's unparalleled. So when you get your first watch or see a Vincero in person, you're gonna think this is a $300 to $500 timepiece, yet it's way more affordable than that, which is exactly what you want. You want a watch that elevates your style and makes you look like a baller. So if you guys wanna check out Vincero, there's gonna be a link and code down below. Pick one up and start wearing it every day and see just how your life changes. The third thing that happens when you wear a watch every day is that you start appreciating your time more. You see, time is a scarce resource and your most valuable asset. Once you waste it, you can never have it back or replace it. What I started noticing is that when I started wearing a watch every day, I noticed how fast time flies from one meeting to then a phone call to then spending time on social media. By the time I looked at my wrist again, there flew by another 30 minutes or an hour that now I could never have back. So when you wear a watch every day, you realize how fast time flies and how valuable it is, and instead of just wasting that time, you learn how to appreciate it and put it towards things that are beneficial. The fourth thing that starts happening is that you start appreciating craftsmanship. Let's be honest here. Like I said originally, your phone can tell the time. We all know that. Telling time really isn't the only reason why a lot of men wear watches, especially when you start talking about high-end pieces like your Patek Philippe, your Audemars Piguet, your Tudor, your Rolex, your Omega. You start wearing them because it's literally a small piece of mechanical artwork on your wrist. You start appreciating the craftsmanship and the value they provide, and that's why that same value message is transferred on to others when they see you actually wearing one. This is when a lot of men start collecting them and building long-lasting collections. For example, I only have two luxury timepieces in my collection that I've bought as markers that I see as a piece of art. Yes, they were more expensive, and I really don't like spending all that much, but I just like it for the fact that I know it's a valuable asset that means something, and then I can just pass down generation to generation and tell the story of why I got him and what it means. So again, a lot of guys don't just buy watches just to tell the time. And finally, the fifth thing that happens when you start wearing a watch every day, you get a bad tan line. Now, this is probably the only negative of wearing a watch every day. I personally wear a watch daily, and even when I'm not at the beach or going to the pool, just from hanging out, going outside, I usually get a bad tan line. But there's an easy fix, something that I learned throughout the year. I decided to buy a body moisturizer that has a built-in SPF in it. SPF 28 should be more than enough. That way I can apply it every morning, and not only will it protect my skin from long-term damage, but also prevents me from getting a severe tan line and keeps my skin looking balanced. And that's basically it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Those are 5 things that start happening when you start wearing a watch every single day. If you guys liked this video and found it informative, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Vincero. They're going to be linked down below as well. That's it for me today. See you next time.